Yeah, so Blade had talked us into doing Movember this year, and for a good cause, of course. We were all worried about ourselves as well as other men's prostate health, so I think that it was...
Protect your balls in your butt.
Mm-hmm. Make sure that take a trip to the Peach Pit and make sure that sucker is it supposed to be hard? Like, I don't understand what we're doing. Is it rock hard?
What?
Prostate?
I think this is such a great cause, but I fucking hate it because I know Blade's already got a gorgeous stash back. Mine looks like a middle schooler stash at this point. I just cannot grow facial hair fast.
I can see it, though. I mean, it looks like you got a little bit of mud up there.
Dude, it's not even mud. It's more like I kind of like
You look
fell
like...
in a field in a little bit of fucking dust, kicked up and hit my lip.
just stuck to the sweat on your upper lip.
Yep.
The light that you've got going on right there is definitely not doing you any favors.
No.
It makes you look like a fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need lighting like Kyle's got. This is perfect.
I'm not trying to impress you guys.
I feel like that I sell drugs and also simultaneously watch Nickelodeon in the middle of the afternoon. That's what my facial hair should be reminiscent of. Hey, real quick, thanks for listening to us. We're the stay-at-home order. We're three kooky guys who like to have a good time, and we always come back and ask ourselves the hard question. Like, when 311 said, come original, did you have to come up with something on the spot, or are you just kind of like, R2D2 noises, or boo?
That's a hard question, because I don't really even know what it means.
I'm one of your hosts, Kyle, always with my friends that I work with and see every day. Blade.
That's me.
Derek.
Hello.
And thank you for sharing your streaming services with me. I am sorry about the violations that I've incurred, but how are you guys doing?
I'm hanging in there, man.
Yeah.
It's been a week so far, but I'm doing okay. I'm alive.
Mm-hmm. Healthy
for now.
Enjoying my mustache thoroughly.
Healthy-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I just got some bad news tonight, and it's kind of relevant to the whole COVID stuff going on.
Oh, lay it on us.
I know you guys both know that I'm in a soccer league.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my old 35-year-old ass tries to still hang with the young kids, playing the sports and whatnot. But yeah, we were just told that the rest of the league is canceled tonight.
Yep.
So that is a good sign that everything is going to be shutting down again.
That sucks balls.
Yeah. Yeah,
that
man.
really sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I didn't miss out on anything then.
No. Hey, you got me back.
I've hounded this motherfucker for months about playing on the league this year, and then, like, in passing, having a conversation the other day, he's like, yeah, it was sort of fucking blah, blah, blah. I can't do this thing for the podcast because I've got soccer tonight. And I was like, what the fuck?
Totally forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah, you did.
Dick move, dude.
You fucking did.
Hey, man. Full team.
Yeah,
full
right,
team.
right.
We're kicking ass. We are in first place, but that don't mean shit because it's canceled now.
You're in no place because it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you're happy with yourself. Karma.
Doesn't mean anything anyway. Life, Blade, Derek, life is meaningless. Must just admit that.
Right when you said that, I just pictured the nihilist German dudes from Big Lebowski. I don't know why. Like, I thought...
We don't believe in anything.
I just pictured...
Nothing, Lebowski.
I just pictured you, like, drunk, passed out in a pool on a floaty.
Hey, man, nice marmot.
Well, that's easy to do without even considering the Germans. I've seen Kyle drunk, passed out in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
Kiddie pools count?
No. I mean, recently? I mean, yes, probably within the last 10 years.
We all float that much beer.
Was I floating? Yeah, absolutely felt like it. Right. Second Pennywise reference in 15 episodes.
Has it only been 15 episodes? We gotta step the game up.
Well, we've been playing a lot of Dungeons & Dragons. Hey, guys, if you're here still, thank you for listening to our Dungeons & Dragons episodes. We wanted to try something different, and instead of doing BDSM and playing with each other's rear ends, I think we just decided to do some role play out of the bedroom.
I mean, we could get back into the bedroom. Yeah.
When do we stop role playing?
Oh, I've tried to pretend that I didn't like you guys for a long time, and it just bleeds right through. I can't help it. But
just go ahead and roll advantage, Kyle, right now.
Oh, for my heart. So let's go fall back to a classic oldie but goodie. What are you guys toking on this evening?
Ooh.
Yeah, Derek, go ahead.
Yeah, so I know you guys have both had this before, but the other night I picked up some Claw Concentrate. They are a company from Michigan, and they got a pretty tasty sativa called Green Crack.
Mm-hmm.
Been munching on this the last couple days for sure. I dig it because you can still be like really productive, and it's got a good taste, and I've got actually a pretty good body high right now. Even though that's kind of not what I expect out of a sativa, but it's like best of both worlds. I feel like it's good stuff. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about it?
Green Crack was really good. The flavor profile on that specific cart was really a surprise to me.
Definitely.
And yeah, the buzz off of that is really good too. It's very lucid and heady and stuff like that with just a little bit of the body. Yeah. And but man, the flavor really knocked me knocked that one out of the park for me. Right now I have the Claw going as well, but I have Tropicana cookies in there.
How is that? That was
it's
a
good.
cup winner, wasn't it?
It's also really good. Yeah. In fact, Tropicana cookies is one of my probably top 5 when it comes to sativa flower strains. So it was cool to try it on the cart. I enjoyed it quite a bit, or am enjoying it quite a bit. But that's not what I'm smoking right now.
Okay, what you on now?
Some orange Kush cart. Frickin' phenomenal flavor off of it is really, really good. It's a hybrid, so it's got a pretty decent balance. It's not exactly. It's not quite as heady as I like the hybrids to be, but it's pretty good just the same. And then I picked up some flour as well, and now I'm having a hard time finding the package, and I can't remember what it is. So you'll have to bear with me for just a brief moment. Yeah, so picked up some flour the other day as well, and went to I went to a new shop down the road. This place called Timber. I have not been there yet. They have, or at the time, they were open for in-store shopping in very, very small quantities. And so I thought it'd be really cool to check it out because I haven't been into a dispensary in a while with everything being the way that it has. And so I went in there, and it's an absolutely beautiful facility. Of course, quite a bit of money, I'm sure, backing it up. They took what was an absolutely disgusting, derelict, empty building that had been sitting over there on that side of town for forever, and basically completely redid the whole thing and improved the look of the entire block. But it's super modern design with a lot of wood and clean surfaces and really well laid out. The product is all displayed under really nice clean glass. All the flour is in special containers with magnification and little sliders on the side so you can slide them open and get a nice whiff of the flour and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
It was really, really cool. So it's really laid out great. And then of course, the bud tenders and people that work there were super, super helpful and really friendly, from the lady that signs you in the front to, you of course you get your own personalized bud tender, basically that, kind of walks you through the whole.
Feels like a phone store, but for weed.
yeah, exactly. That that's actually pretty accurate, and it's funny you should say that because
sterile and very bright in there.
Before the lockdown and shit, going to the dispensary was very much like going to the AT&T store, in that you would fucking wait forever to be fucking helped.
Someone comes up with a digital clipboard.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, what's your name? I'm Candace. We're gonna get you signed in here.
Bitch, you fucking help me out instead of signing people in. We'd all be out of here a lot quicker. Jesus.
We have a process.
Yeah, fucking
watch them out.
Tits.
So did you guys pre-order either of the whoop? Jesus Christ.
What are we doing?
So did you guys pre-order either of the new consoles coming out?
No, dude, pre-ordering's for chumps. Sorry.
No, I didn't do it either.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I don't even know if you're able to do it. It like sold out everywhere in like seconds. Yeah, I saw some like third-party websites that, you know, people like will buy something then put it back on there. They're selling them for like $800, $900.
I've seen them on Marketplace already.
That's crazy. That
like,
is.
So I saw one dude listed it here in town, and he was like, "I got it. I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla for like 5 hours or whatever, and he had it listed for like $900."
That is nuts. He'll get it too.
Oh, of course.
What one are you guys gonna get?
Probably PS5.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it rolling.
I feel like all their like, yeah, but like the console, what would that even be called? The games that just come out for the PlayStation versus
launch
Xbox
titles.
Launch titles. There you go. Those are so much better for the PlayStation. Like that's why I've been going to PlayStation the last, few generations.
Yeah. Well, PlayStation only the last couple of years they've been doing exclusives. Xbox kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Halo got Gears of War. They didn't really have any of those launching on the Xbox One, or like when they, did those minor upgrades and changed things. It was all pretty much multi-port games, where the exclusives for PlayStation, even since like Metal Gear, when PlayStation 3 came out, they always had a stronger lineup.
I mean, look at
Spider-Man game. Jesus,
look at one of the newer ones, Ghost of Tsushima Tuna Fish.
Oh yes,
Derek, have some fucking respect for that game.
Ghost of Tsushima, man. That was
that's
right. You say it right, god damn it. I mean, that was a like an exclusive, and that was such a tasty game. All those little Xboxers.
Yep. That's the best game of the year for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yep. You don't even have it on Xbox.
No. What? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I do feel like I should be getting into a little bit more PC gaming, though, just because there's shit that you can pay like $8 for a really good game that you can only play on PC. But again, maintaining has never been my thing. I've gone through way more vehicles and laptops than I care to admit.
Yeah.
They got like a 2-year shelf life for you?
I mean, if
I'm realistic with myself, just investing in more like gaming platforms is just money ill spent, because I don't spend enough time even playing my PlayStation to really justify it. I mean, I suppose I have now in the amount of time that I've owned it, but
I don't know. 2020 kind of brought games back for everyone because you're locked in,
There's that point there.
Yeah.
My gaming has increased substantially in the last year.
I was not gaming nearly this hard in 2019.
Mm-hmm. Feels good. Feels
That's
good. Feels good, though.
I don't hate it.
I have,
but that's like one of the only things I don't hate about this whole year.
You're right, sir. It has been an enjoyable ride.
Yeah.
If I go a couple days without climbing on the old horse in Red Dead Redemption 2 online, start getting a little antsy.
Start scratching his neck.
Uh-huh.
You got a Red Dead itch.
Hives,
That's not
sweats.
good. If that skin's red and dead, you got to get the hell out of there and go to the doctor.
It's this mustache, man. I feel like a cowboy.
Here's another hard question for you then. Out of 2020, how many games have you actually completed?
Completed? Beat the story?
Like if you play the campaign, yeah. Or if you're, just like jumping on multiplayer, if it's just like a shoot 'em up playing Fortnite or something like that, that doesn't count. Well, something you play like front to back, like the given storyline, or it's got to be at least a campaign, right? Because I know I picked up a ton of shit that's just kind of sad.
I know Ghosts. I played Ghosts all the way through.
Still working on that one.
I feel like there's other ones too, but maybe not. Maybe I play more like multiplayer.
Final Fantasy, I know we bought that like launch, and
Yep. I'm probably a quarter into it, if that.
I think I'm at like 3/4
Got
from
burned out on it, eh?
I'm at 3/4, and I found out like where it ends and like what everything happens, and I'm like, I guess I'll just wait to even finish this until the next one comes out anyway.
I don't know. It's a really, really good game. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like one of the prettiest games that has been out on that system. But I don't know. Like, I guess the Final Fantasy like cheese that used to just be so epic when you're younger, it's like not as fulfilling. I don't know. Is that
it's very like fun, quirky anime, like aha.
yeah, which like yeah, that's dope because it's nostalgic, but at the same time it's kind of hard to fall back into when you're like a fucking adult. Like this is stupid, but I love it. But it's stupid.
Yeah, I know. I have to finish it.
Yeah, I do too.
Or at the very least, make sure I get like a good HDMI adapter for my PlayStation 2 and play that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's a good game. I don't know. I was playing other games at the same time too, so it kind of like that one fell onto the back burner, which can happen. I'll get back to it too.
I think I'm going to start playing some old retro games. I'll post some shit on our Instagram, just weird games that I can dig out.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, it's right now in the PS2 I've got on my desk is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I might take a dip into that for a little bit. I also found a couple of the PS2 Guitar Heroes, and then I also have Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Dino Crisis, Silent Hill, and Metal Gear Solid.
Got some hits.
You got about like three years of playing right there.
Yeah, I haven't fished out my SNES yet, but I know I got a good shelf full of those guys too that might be worth
Jesus, and you got
for a little while, just kind of shake one off.
Got the cabinet and shit too.
Yeah, that cabinet's dope.
They opened up some leaderboards, online leaderboards for a couple of games that are preloaded on there.
Did you give it a go, or you thinking about it?
I'm starting to get. I jack off way too much. I got bad carpal tunnel, so I can't really have the reflexes anymore.
Grip that stick.
You have a full ass family. How do you find the time?
I got at least 20 minutes a day for my prostate health. You want to make sure. Hey, you guys ever thought about that? The No Nut November, how fucked up that is? Because like if you don't unleash the beast at least 13 to 14 minutes a day, sometimes 2, depends on how slippery it is.
You think it's going against like the whole like men's prostate health, right? Like, and just strengthening the whole.
I want to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that I'm pre-lubricated and
Maybe that's why they went to Movember, because Movember is like a new thing, right? That's like the newer trend.
I don't think so, man. I think Movember's been around for a while, and then there's No Shave November, which is like the opposite and stands for nothing but selfishness.
Yeah.
And then there's the No Nut November, which is absolute heresy and idiocy. What is that? What's the point? You're
I don't know.
Testing
to get a stomach
testing
ache.
Your fortitude. I don't know.
Testing
Doesn't make any sense. Grow a fucking mustache. Make a donation to Movember.
I can make it.
And support
testing.
Men's cancer research and mental health awareness. I just did a thumbs up. People can't see it.
I saw it and I felt it deep in my cockles.
That's not where it was intended to go, but oh,
yeah.
Happy Mustache Month, everybody.
So I know I've gotten you guys into the whole Shudder train, and how amazing that horror-based streaming service is. Yeah. What movies have you been liking on there?
I just watched one this afternoon, and it was I don't know if I'm enjoying movies or if I'm just consuming more movies because it's available.
Yeah.
And I was kind of the dilemma of like, is this really bad or is this good? There's things that I love about it and there's things that are just god awful.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. So it was a movie about vampires on a Nazi ship in the middle of the ocean during World War II.
I've heard of this movie.
It's called Blood Vessel, and the name alone just got me all randy, so I had to go check it out. And it's about an hour in before you even see a creature. And then it's very heavy prosthetics for the vampire, which I'm into.
Yeah.
And I think just a good amount of gore, like trying to make it dramatic, but then you know that it's just cheese enough that there's like extra gushy blood.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm gonna have to
I
check
would
that
recommend
out.
it for anybody who doesn't have heavy judgment on some films, because it was not good.
Go into it open-minded.
Yeah, but I liked it. It was spoopy.
Yeah.
There's a little kid. There's a spoopy little
which
kid.
is like a good, like, I don't know, 30-40% of the content on Shudder, which makes it that much better. Like the campiness, but a lot of stuff is on there. That's on there is like really well done. A lot of really good shows, and
I've been watching the Creep Shows.
Oh God, yeah.
That series that's on there. Yeah.
The animated series or the actual
different.
series?
No,
Gotcha.
the live action series. And I am impressed.
Hell yeah.
Thus far, I have been impressed with that. It's fantastic. I'm like an absolute fucking Stephen King nut, so I dig that they are doing a bunch of that shit, and just it's so good.
It seems like the
so
Creep Show whole brand is kind of coming back a little bit, which I'm excited about. They just released they released that animated series. I think Kyle, you watched it, or did you both watch it?
It was a Halloween special.
Yeah, it was a Halloween special. It was like 2 kind of long stories. I don't know, what was it, probably like an hour total?
Yeah, I think it was like 50 minutes really, but it was 2 kind of independently animated stories, and I don't know, it was very like internet streaming style animation, but very like comic strips, so it felt like you're flipping through the pages of one of those Creep Show comics. I thought it was pretty cool, and the stories were creepy as hell. I thought the second one with the dude on the boat.
Yeah.
I like that one. That was creepy as hell.
Yeah. Oh,
check this out.
It's good. It's really, really good. Like you said, the whole like comic strip reel type look to it, that made it like so dark still. And the stories were really, really well done. Dug that hard.
I got 2 spoopy things I'd like to plug then, if we're going to go back into some horror sci-fi stuff.
We just kind of fell back into it. I know it's November, but
it's so natural. It just it's comfortable. It's getting cold outside. You want to get into your, you get a hot bowl of soup. You sit down with a spoopy movie, and you have a good scare.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Nick Frost and Simon Pegg show on Amazon Prime, Truth Seekers, which is like a paranormal investigator. It's leaning real hard into like the horror, though. They've got some good jokes and the guys are funny, but the story that they're setting up and everything is pretty rad. I think it's interesting to do something like that, where like it's real, these creepy horror overtones, and there's like a whole season arc they're laying out. I've only seen a few episodes.
I remember seeing like a promo for that and then totally forgot about it.
Yes.
So that's awesome that you just brought it back up.
And I like those guys. They've done a couple things that I really enjoy. I think if you guys ever hear of Shaun of the Dead.
Amazing.
They did that, eh?
Yeah, so I'd watch a little bit of that. And then also, there's a very wonderful podcast I would like to recommend to everybody. It's starting on their 3rd season. No, Blade, it's absolutely not us.
All right.
They've done these different versions of H.P. Lovecraft stories, and they're coming out with the new season sometime. I just had a thing pop up on my feed just where I download podcasts.
Podcasts. Plug that podcast,
Podcasts.
But they've done, I think it's, I can't even tell you an actual title, because they've had 3 different titles in there. The very first one is The Curious Case of Charles Dexter Ward. Now, it's very heavy in like the paranormal and Cthulhu-esque elder god, like your mind can't comprehend the evils that you're seeing. But they do it all in like a radio drama.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I like that.
We should probably share that somehow.
Yes, it's off of a BBC Channel 4, something. I'll drop a link down here. Yeah, right. It's very enjoyable. There's like 6 episodes per season. They're half hour each. If you're going on a car trip somewhere, it's really easy to digest and real good storytelling. I think that it's definitely worth checking out.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad. Thank you.
But most of all, Derek, I really want to play that Phasmophobia with you just because I think that hearing the screams would make me laugh so hard.
So you bought it last week. Have you played it at all? Did you play it a little bit?
Computer cannot load anything. Is completely incapable of playing that right now. And I looked into it. Apparently, this computer that I'm using at this moment is only running on 6 gigs of RAM.
Well, so this would be a good time to plug the show, right? So supporters, donate please, so we can get a new computer for Kyle.
Yeah, we need your help. Kyle needs your help.
Help you.
Yeah. Well,
check down in the description. Help Kyle avoid paying his taxes.
Well, I mean, if you have ideas that might help Kyle increase his revenue flow, why don't you contact us directly at show@stayhomecast.com or on the socials @stayhomepod.
Federal government is holding money and you can get paid today.
It's my money and I want it now.
And I want it now.
Oh, damn it.
That game does look amazing, though, Kyle. I need to buy it because I feel like getting stoned and just like slowly walking around. So for the people that don't know, this is a horror-based game, and you are a ghost hunter, and you go into like a abandoned building, school, whatever the levels is, and basically you have to find a ghost in there. And the videos I've seen are fucking terrifying. So I feel like it'd make some good content to play that, and I don't know. How would you do if you played it?
Me? Like, what do you mean? As far as like tactic
like, so when you played like Resident Evil back in the day, were you like really jump scare? Like, because I was so terrified I'd make other people play that fucking game, and then I'd sit behind them and watch it.
Right.
I would totally get the jump scare, but because I had this brain thought, you know, I think that's what you would call it, where I felt like I was responsible to embody the character within myself. So my decisions were cohesive to what I was doing on the screen. So I think I planned on being scared, but I was like, I'm on defense, and ultimately I knew that it wasn't like permadeath. I could restart the game or whatever. So I mean, that was fine. But you had to embody that character. You had to have the mindset, be like, I'm going deep into the paint with this one. We're gonna go kill some lickers, and I'm not talking about your mom and her sister.
Ooh, snap. I was never able to do that, to kind of hone in and be like, hey man, this is just a game, or like to totally take over the guy's like whole mindset and be like, we're fucking doing this. Yeah, I was never able to do
mostly
that.
Is because I was alone, just like in a dark room, and I'm like, well, I'm going to play this spooky game right now.
And if someone kills me, it's just going to happen.
You just accepted
Guy
death
walks
at a
up
young
behind
age.
me.
Yeah.
Come and take me, Death, you cocksucker.
Come and take me, Death. Fuck you, Death.
My dad drives NASCAR. He crashed into shit all the time. He'll do it down the 3rd time.
And you turned out just fine.
Yeah.
Whoa. Don't be drinking my turpentine water. That one's for the pigs.
That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
Just water it down.
Makes the pigs go blind so you don't feel as bad when you slaughter them.
Why?
I like to keep the pigs nice and drunk. That way they don't put up any kind of fight whatsoever when you haul them out to the barn and lay into them.
So, yeah, are we cutting that out? Because I feel like some like animal rights group is not gonna like the way you said that.
I was talking about like slaughtering them, like to make sausages and stuff.
I don't know.
Jesus, what the fuck did you think I meant?
I don't know.
Hey, everybody, the stay-at-home order doesn't condone not having... Wait.
We make absolutely no claims one way or the other about anything.
Consensual
No,
some pig
we're not
socks.
even talking about that.
Well-
That's what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, this is our last episode, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
So since I can tell since we're all getting high, 1, 2, 3, go. Top 5 stoner movies.
Oh, are we doing that right now?
I'm just throwing it out there. Just going. Fucking do it. Top 5 stoner movies.
Top 5 in order, like of favorite.
No, nope. You're just top 5 favorites.
What do you mean top 5? What, like, do we have to make the top 5 or
What
our top
better time to
5?
do it when you're stoned?
Because that's not you can't do top 5
Hey,
right
is-
now.
does that-
'cause it's
is
just
that-
it's
Is that the
stoned.
same as mine? I can't even find my camera.
Derek, I found this pen.
Oh.
I'm gonna smoke it. No, mine's rounded edge because I am circumcised.
I don't know how it is that you can talk like that
Yeah.
when you do
I don't know either.
that thing where you insert like the random consonant. But it just tickles me every single time.
Top 5.
Top 5 of all time. All right, just drop one. Count them out on your fingers, boys, because you're gonna forget. Super easy.
Top 5.
All right,
Mhm.
I'll start this one. Half baked.
Oh, that's
It's
a good one.
nostalgia.
Roll 'em right out on those
The
fingers.
boys just meeting up, and they're talking about their lifelong friendship from token down right in front of the corner mart and having, their shitty apartment together.
mhm.
Dave Chappelle's hilarious. Jim Brewer, very funny movie. I think that's definitely my top 5. Blade, go.
Dave Chappelle and yeah, Half Baked is absolutely in the top. After that, I definitely have Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
What the heck, bro?
Ooh. A little bit more dramatic, even.
It is, but like Spicoli in that movie it's so obviously stoned. Sean Penn is so obviously stoned throughout the entire filming of that movie, and he did such a fucking great job as a stoner. And
I'm Spicoli stoned right now.
he just
Yeah.
absolutely swept that whole fucking movie for me. And
I've
that
seen
he
Derek
made
fall
it.
out of a van before.
He made it a stoner movie, So we've all done it. We've all fallen out of a van, all slept in them.
That's
and
true.
Yeah,
fallen out of
he
them.
was kind of the one that made it that way.
Bunk bed, fall out
wasn't
of
he?
Yeah.
a bunk bed.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, the movie on the whole is just a really great, like, coming of age, fucking, just chock full of tropes, and
Yeah.
it captures. It's like it's timeless too, right? Even now,
Right.
Like, it really just hits. I just watched it yesterday, so that's on the top of my list.
Where's it streaming?
I fucking bought it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm going to go next. All right. My pick is an easy one. I've loved this movie forever. Dazed and Confused. It's got a whole swarm of good actors and actresses in it. Ben Affleck's in it. That was one of his earlier roles. He plays a dickhead in it. But same thing. It's really, really like nostalgic because even though it's based in the 70s and we're, we grew up much later,
Yep.
it just has that feel of like getting close to graduating and just trying to like party after school. And, where are we in the movie, they have a party in the woods. Totally did that growing up. So I don't know. I've always loved that movie because it does feel like high school, college years. And I get that vibe every time I watch it. And it's a great movie to smoke weed to.
Mm-hmm. All of those things simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of this is a good list so far. I'm just going to come back with this one, though. The Big fucking Lebowski.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well done. I'm glad you said that because for me it popped up on the list right away, but I think for other people it might not be like a stoner movie or a movie about weed.
No, absolutely.
'Cause
not.
it's obviously not, but I'm pretty sure he's got a joint in
on the regular.
his possession at all fucking times in that movie, and it's just phenomenal.
And he's just selling that vibe, man. It's probably one of the most quoted movies.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are stoner movies extremely quotable, which is really weird because the stoner's memory is something that's a bit fractured. Come deep with me. We're going to explore the stoner's memory. As you see, these ripples are all time being deleted from the marijuana cigarettes.
The absolutely destroyed psyche of the cannabis addict.
Yeah. Guys, I'm high. What number are we even on? I keep just hitting.
I
keep
think
hitting
we've
this
done
fucking
3,
pen.
4. Did you do 4?
Okay.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, hit it.
Am I next?
That was 4 for me.
What did you say, Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke.
Yeah. Original, classic. Yeah. That started the wave.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I
classic.
saw that before I actually even smoked weed.
Oh, yeah, I did. I know. Yep.
Not at all. Not at all. I was like, that's hilarious. These guys are in a sweet band, too. Why is the motorcycle inside?
Had no point of reference.
Oh, it's just so fucking vulgar and ridiculous,
Yeah.
Well, he's so silly.
And
It's really silly.
it's like a caricature of the caricature when it comes to stoner shit. And, it's almost like not funny, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is kind of a timeless classic, and I do like it a lot. Although I won't watch it regularly.
Yeah.
I do like it.
On occasion, though.
Mhm.
Every so many years, pick it back up, give it a spin. I do that.
That's right.
Oh man,
Uh-huh.
I'll do my last one. I don't know. There's so many good ones. I mean, Dazed and Confused is one of my faves. I'm gonna go off the beaten path. Detroit Rock City.
Oh,
That is a fun movie. 4 best friends. They're in a high school, post-rock metal band in that era, kind of, similar to Kiss.
Yep.
And they just go on a wild fucking journey, smoking weed the entire time, mushrooms, girls, just that whole, like, that movie's kind of, even though it takes place, what?
80s.
80s, 70s?
Yeah, late 70s, 80s.
80s.
I'm pretty sure it gives you a date stamp at the beginning.
Yeah, I think you're right. But it totally just brings me back to that age, man. High school, going to shows, partying with your friends, doing stupid shit. I don't know. I love that feel. So that's another one. That's another, totally nostalgic movie for me.
Yeah, I always love that movie.
And
but watching that movie, it just reminds me of all those classic film tropes that, like, the road film where everybody goes out on a journey. Detroit Rock City, that came from Cheech and Chong. After that, even we had the Harold and Kumars. Yep. It seems like the whole like traveling one day film idea was this, real awesome, especially for the stoner, because it's like the loss of time and judgment and everything can make everything just kind of like a wild card moment. For a couple of these, I mean, like, I think Harold and Kumar takes place over like 6 hours, but it's dark the whole time, and White Castle's still open, and Detroit Rock City, they're doing the travel from wherever, Wisconsin to Detroit. Shit, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. That movie kicks ass. Fucking love that movie.
That movie's so awesome. Yeah,
I just remember watching that and be like, yeah, I'm going to do that someday. Just go get high driving, and then you do it, and you're like, that was a dangerous thing to go do.
Yeah. I'm super nervous right now. Very anxious. Is that a cop?
In reality, that wasn't smart. I can't believe they did that.
Everybody just turned into cops.
They were reckless.
Weed is way stronger these days, though, too. So there's that.
Yes. Yes.
So probably way more calm driving.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I actually remember the strain. We grew, we're older, we're in our 30s. We knew like the 90s dirt weed. We've all experienced it. We all have seen it. Terrible, terrible stuff. That's what was weed to us back then. But what was the first strain that you remember smoking that was like the modern weed now? Like, what the fuck? Whoa, that's got colors in it? Whoa, it's all... Why isn't it just dried out and just like crumbs? Do you guys remember the first strain?
Yeah. Yep, pretty sure I do. Well, I mean, so
100%. What was it?
I actually had kind of like a pretty decent hookup when we were in high school, and I got like pretty decent bud when we were in high school, and I don't remember what was called, but one of them was called Blue Dream. And that was the first one. That was the first one that like really
Blue Dream.
Yes.
So that was high school. So
I feel like I remember you showing that.
Yeah,
off.
dude,
Was
I had
that
it like a little glass jar.
Rosebud, bro.
You remember
Look at
that
all
shit,
those blue
dude?
and purple.
It was good looking weed though, wasn't it?
I
Even by
do.
like today's
I
standards, that weed looked good. You know,
It was
And
very
that was,
beautiful. Yes,
I don't know, probably 2003, I think, maybe 2003, 2004. I remember getting it specifically when Jake and I were going to see Fish.
Yeah, I dig
Maybe
it.
like for the first time.
Yeah, and weed before that though, it was just it was like the swaggy, skunky, just kind of broken up in a
Bought
bag.
from some dude's uncle.
Dude, around that same time, 2003, 2004, sometime around there, Northern Lights. Do you remember that stuff?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was like the first Northern Lights, like, and everybody was talking about it, like those couple years, like that was a really hot ticket, and someone brought it to a party I was at, and we were at it was backyard bonfire. You guys might have been there. We know the guy, and he's like, yeah, I got some Northern Lights. I'm like, what the weed has a name? What the fuck are you talking about? And then he like pulled it out, and I was like, whoa, why is there color on it? What the fuck's going on? What? You got to break it up? What the fuck? And then you smoke it, and I feel like I do right now. Like, holy shit.
Dude, weed looks so pretty now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And it used to look like such a turd.
Kyle, do you remember the strain, the first strain? You're like, holy shit,
No,
weed is
I
actually
don't.
cool.
I remember the Northern Lights, and I remember the Blue Dream, but I don't ever remember probably anything until recently. Just get some straight OG Kush.
Yeah.
Sit back, relax, have a nice sit.
That's always a timeless strain that will probably never go away. The OG Kush. I feel like, do you ever see Northern Lights anymore? I mean, is that like a strain that people do anymore?
Nah, dude, that was like I think I'm almost certain that
was the meme.
The way we were using the terms Northern Lights are the same way that people it was
kind
like
bud.
Good weed.
Yeah,
it was kind bud.
Okay,
you got some kind bud, sir.
Okay. But it was the first time I really saw like the colorful like strains, you know, that are off it. And
sure.
That was the first. It was actually like today's standard weed, and I'm like, holy fuck. Before just
How much for your finest kind bud, sir?
yeah, it could have been a loose term, but like I still feel like today's standards, like a strain will only like be circulated for so many years, and then it's almost like other new age ones just kind of overtake it to where people aren't growing that one anymore. Like what's the half-life on that, or whatever you'd call that?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
3-4 years. There's like
you'll never get Half-Life
every
3.
once in a while. There's like a legacy strain, you know, that like it will always be around.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or it has so deeply. Its lineage is so deeply ingrained into like, you know, breeding, like Kush.
Yeah.
Right. Where there's like a million variants now on Kush and shit like that. And so like every once in a while something comes along. I think like Girl Scout cookies is one that I think of, and like all the variants of that, you know. And it itself is a hybrid, you know? So even hybrids can become legacy strains, you know?
Yeah, there definitely are some legacy strains that I can think of besides those two that just
White
kind of
Widow
evolve into
Diesel and, you know, shit like that.
People take it and will just splice it with everything. Yeah, so it just kind of...
It's like mods, bro. It's like Skyrim mods.
Same thing, right?
Oh man, I got some sour diesel, and then I added Macho Man Randy Savage to it. So every time you smoke it, you're like, oh yeah,
That's like what I was saying earlier, though, about the dispensary, man. The thing that I like the most about being able to go in there, and, you know, it sucks that shit's getting locked down again now, so they'll probably cut that fucking off. But
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good, brother.
like, I had an idea. I looked at their menu before I went there and had an idea of what they had in stock already, and I had kind of made up my mind on what flower I wanted to purchase. And then getting in there and, like, actually seeing it laid out on the table and, like, talking to the dude about it totally changed my mind. And I fucking left with something entirely different, you know? And so...
Yeah, I'm really, it's going to be awesome to have, like, that more, like, hands-on thing. Just like you said, like, you can smell it. You can really, you know, you have someone kind of in your ear about it. You know, it's almost like your TV shopping. You know, oh, can I help you, sir? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, we got this fine picture right here. You can see this picture's so nice. It's way better than this one. Oh, you're coming for this one? You should definitely buy this one. Yeah, you don't really get that looking at, like, online menus and stuff. And,
no, it's all stock photos and shit.
Yeah,
and,
you know, it has, like, a little description, but you don't have a guy, you know, right there just talking you through it. Oh, yeah, check this one out. Yeah,
it's really great.
I want that.
That things like Leafly and Weed Maps and shit exist where you can, like, go and there's, you know, just like an amalgamation and just a bunch of fucking data compiled for you to at least get a little bit more research in if you have to do all your shopping virtually.
I hear you. Leafly is nice. I mean, stuff like that. It has a ton of information, but still, you don't get that hands-on feel with it.
Yep, exactly. I highly recommend Timber.
Hell yeah, gonna give it a shot.
Get over there. Bring some money with you.
I will.
You know, another thing too, the prices today are really not any different than the prices were when we started getting this shit in high school.
You think so?
Not too far off. No, it seems about right. I just turn in my pop bottles and buy a little sack.
There you go.
Same amount of weed as back then. Same amount of bottles. The math adds up.
Some things never change.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
My mom has no idea.
I still think
this country.
We'd stand underneath that one window in the, like, facing towards the garage. So we'd be like, "Oh shit!" She pulled up, closed the window, spray the shit.
I still
probably
we're
had
still
no clue.
in that infancy phase to where dispensaries are going to, like, charge more, though. Like, I still think in the next couple of years prices will go down. Don't you?
There's going to be an oversaturation of the market, but they're going to have competitive strains. They're going to have their own grow houses where they're getting, like, exclusive product, which is going to be probably big. If you have some, like, you know, some big name, like out west, they had fucking Jay and Silent Bob pre-rolls they were selling in places that had caviar gold, and I saw multiple advertisements for that when we went to go see that Jay and Silent Bob reboot over the summer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I bought a
that was
Willie
last
Nelson
winter.
vaporizer the last time I was out in Colorado.
Oh, nice. That was so long ago. Remember doing things, guys?
Vaguely.
All by myself.
Don't wanna be. So how high are you guys? Tom's high.
I've been saying I'm in the air tonight.
Oh,
hold on.
this is our last episode.
The finale.
I've been waiting.
Cue the fireworks. Blow something up in your basement. Go. Oh, he flipped the table, everybody. That's it. Season finale.
He's lit his computer on fire.
That's it. Season finale.
Kyle, did you have any more stoner movies?
Oh man.
Honorable mentions. How many did we rattle off? Did we hit?
We
5?
hit at least 5, but I think even though it's not a stoner movie, we have to give Bill and Ted an honorable mention because they have the same goofy road movie mentality as a very equatable stoner movie.
That, and they seem to be operating at, like, the mental capacity of somebody who is extremely inebriated.
They're clever though. They have their way about them.
Yeah.
They're very charismatic.
So even though this movie stays in the same neighborhood, they don't really do a journey. It's kind of the story makes it a journey self-discovery, you'd say. Friday. Such a classic stoner movie.
Oh, dude. Friday is definitely
but
a
it's
fucking
still got
stoner
that
movie.
journey vibe to it.
Oh,
He's like, kinda like he's grown up, coming of age.
It does, because it does like all
That's
that.
right.
Mm-hmm.
The one day,
He becomes a
the
man.
1 day journey where you're just like, oh man, whew, I'm tuckered out.
Use these.
Oh, that dude, just like you said, stoner movies are quotable. That is such a quotable movie.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Smoker's over here taking a shit.
Don't
All right, I won't tell nobody else. Oh man, that's fucking such a good movie. Ice Cube is a versatile celebrity.
Ice Cube is great. Also, if we're talking about stoner movies and we haven't said anything about High, I don't know what we're missing.
Oh yeah, with like Method Man, Redman.
Meth Man, Redman.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one where they go to Harvard?
Yes.
Yeah. That is definitely an honorable mention for sure. One more. Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah,
All right,
dude.
top 14.
Fuck yeah.
I actually think that
stoner
should have been
movies.
higher up in the list. Pineapple Express is an
that's a
absolute
good one.
fucking legend of a movie.
Well, now
It's a banger,
You know,
for
fuck me
sure.
in the butthole, wide open, out in the middle of a field. We forgot Super Troopers, and I said it before, but we didn't even talk about it. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Yep.
Are you guys aware that I made the
we
White
did.
Castle trip?
We did talk about that one, didn't we?
Yep. Kylie,
I just
I didn't hear
mentioned
what you
it.
said because Derek opened his stupid mouth.
Okay. Yes, I did mention,
You guys.
but did you guys realize that I actually went on the White Castle road trip?
No.
Did you?
Yep. It was about 8 o'clock on a weekday. I was hanging out with our friend John,
Uh-huh.
somebody else maybe, and we decided to drive from Muskegon to Lansing to a 24 hours White Castle.
It's not that far.
And just smoke copious amounts of marijuana and speed the whole
Smoke
time.
speed or drive fast?
So
Did you find Freak Show's wife?
Wouldn't you like to? No. That was on our way to Florida. That was a whole other White Castle experience.
You found Florida Man's wife?
Oh yeah.
What are you listening to?
Just-
The folds in my belly hit the phone and made it actually start to play.
Oh, to be in our 30s.
Is that what happened, Derek, earlier when you called us on accident?
No, man. I think that was a true butt dial.
You just
I
have
think
like
I was-
the phone wedged between your naked thighs. Just
No, I was. Oh shit! No, I was getting out of my car. I was getting out of my car and I grabbed my phone and then all of a sudden I heard, "We can see you."
And then your immediate reaction, just like quick hang up at that point. And
No, I was like, "Oh no!" I tried to it kind of startled me and then I tried to grab the phone. I hung up.
Uh-huh.
So
No, dude, you didn't even when I went on there. It said join video conference. I'm like, okay, and then get on there,
sure, I'll do it.
and then it's like, well, I guess I'll hang up. And then I look and it was still open. I'm like, I was yelling for a second. And I'm like, well, I'll get back on there. And I was like, Blade, jump on
Well,
this.
one of you guys yelled, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I'm sitting at my computer
No.
for work, and so like the webcam is a regular fucking tool for me. And so when that like little alert pops up over in the corner of my browser, all I have to do is like quick hit the answer button because it's like a reflex for me. Like fucking webcam shit goes off all the time at my job. So
Yeah.
I'm just like waiting for you guys to fucking like pocket dial me on webcam shit so I can see what the fuck you guys are up to in the middle of the day.
Hey, I see you. Hey.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'm pretty careful during the middle of the day. I got my tape
That's
over
smart.
that thing so I can make sure I just
That's smart.
empty out the chamber before going to sleep for my prostate health.
Just use your thumb
You know,
For your health, Dr. Steve Rule.
for your health.
I pocket dialed Blade the other day, and Blade was the only one who answered once again. And I was also getting into my car, and
yes.
I was singing a song by Ini Kamose, if you're not familiar. Hotstepper.
Immediately went on to fucking Spotify and pulled that song up, by the way.
Holy shit, dude. Anyway, yeah, I just like to say that Hotstepper by Ini Kamose is a bad motherfucking song, and you gotta download that and leave that a listen right now. But in lieu of that, if you don't mind stopping over to our Instagram at StayHomePod or possibly our Tweets Facebook page, give us a like, subscribe, maybe download us on your Apple iTunes and give us a rating review. That would really help us out.
Yeah.
Make sure that we're visible to all the people, something like that. I think that's what they say on the internet. And if it doesn't matter, you can give us like a 2-star review, but then be able to defend your comment, sir.
How dare you, madam?
No, all the troll. Well, I don't know. Are women trolls? Have you? Anyway, stop by at stayhomecast.com. Give us a shout. Show at stayhomecast.com. And, we'll just see you guys next time. Make sure that you don't eat a porcupine. Bye!
Jesus Christ. What?
What the fuck does that even mean? Good night, everybody.